All right. Ready to go? Good deal. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Wisconsin Rapids Area Sports Quadplex for Dairyland League Baseball here tonight. It is the visiting Everest Merchants and the home Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. Steve Maves alongside Braden Sutter here tonight from beautiful Wisconsin Rapids for today's matchup. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Wisconsin Rapids coming in undefeated to start this season, and glad to be back with the Redhawks here today. It's the first time we've had the opportunity to see Wisconsin Rapids, Everest as well on the Merchant side. We'll have more games from both these teams. Of course, Everest plays up at Simon Field at DC Everest, and we'll be here plenty for the Redhawks the remainder of the summer. It's a beautiful night here in central Wisconsin, but don't want to put a damper on things. Probably should get moving right along here tonight. We had a weather, rain, storm delay last night, and there's chances again tonight rolling through here about 9:30 or so. So it's going to be see how things pan out. Of course, Futurecast and future radar, not always accurate, but they were yesterday. We'll turn it over to Al Searing for all of our fun-tivities as we get ready here from Wisconsin Rapids. Reminder that today's pregame show is brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. We'll hear from our friends at Next Step Prosthetics and then come back with your starting lineups here on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Batting second and playing left field, number 27, Taylor Lemansky. Batting third and doing the DHing, number 20, Ryan Hubacek for Tony Levy. Batting fourth and doing the catching, number 25 is Nick Barnes. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 16 is Matt Witter. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 12, Coleman Schilling. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 9, Jackson Albee. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 32, Cameron Zybel. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is number 1, Tom Fish. And now, your Rapids Redhawks. Leading off and playing left field, number 3, Brennan Huber. Batting second and playing right field, number 9, Tommy Droner. Batting third and playing center field, number 10, Peyton Nelson. Batting fourth and doing the pitching, number 25, the big right-hander, Camden Oliver. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 23, Tyler Byers. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 19, Nathan Karomanagar. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 12, Caden Sangbush. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 13, Dylan Cunningham. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 8, Ryan Searing. Your umpiring crew for tonight's game. Working the base pads is the veteran Bruce Shaw. And calling the balls and strikes is Cole Walters. At this time, if you are able, please rise and remove your hats as we listen to the playing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, it's a beautiful night here in Wisconsin Rapids. Dairyland League Baseball about to get underway for this one here on the 19th of June. Wade Farmer will lead things off, followed by Taylor Lemansky and Ryan Hubachek for the Merchants. Ryan will be followed by Nick Barnes, Matt Witter, Coleman Schilling, Jackson Albee, Cameron Zabel, and Tom Fish for Everest. Tom Fish is on the mound tonight for the Merchants, and Ryan Hubachek will be hitting for the second baseman, Tony Leby, here tonight. For Wisconsin Rapids, on the mound is Camden Oliver, the big right-hander for Nathan Kromenacher and the Red Hawks here tonight. And behind him, Brennan Huber out in left, Peyton Nelson in center, and Tommy Droner out in right. Caden Sengbush over at third, Nathan Kromenacher at short, Ryan Searing at second base, Tyler Byer over at first, and Dylan Cunningham catching for Camden here tonight. A lot of familiar names on both teams. A couple of new names for the Red Hawks, including Camden Oliver and Dylan Cunningham, the pitcher-catcher duo. Of course, you got the Pointers outfield with Brennan Huber, Peyton Nelson out there in center, and Tommy Droner in right. Caden Sengbush did go to lacrosse. I don't know if he's still over there, but Caden over there at third. Nathan Kromenacher, an alum now of UWSP. Tyler Byer, a former Pointer. And Wade Farmer will lead things off here for the Merchants tonight. Glad you're joining us on this Thursday here in central Wisconsin. Wade Farmer, the center fielder, against Camden Oliver. First pitch tonight from Camden. Out of the stretch is at 7:02. Misses outside for a ball, and we are underway here in Wisconsin Rapids. Bruce Schaff on the bases for umpiring tonight. Cole Walters behind the plate. Fouls it straight back, and We're evened at a ball and a strike. Rapids back in action on Monday. They will be at Jack Hackman Field. We'll have that game for you. And then following that on Wednesday at Waupaca. Always a good game between the Red Hawks and the Lakemen. Camden wild one outside. 2 balls and a strike. Our high school sports season wrapped up today with a baseball state champion crowned in Division 4. That was the Johnson Crick Blue Jays, beating the Pacelli Cardinals this morning 5-0. Camden Oliver behind 3-1. Congratulations once again to Wayne Sankey and the Pacelli Cardinals on another tremendous season. And Camden not close. Walks Wade Farmer on 5 pitches. And the Merchants have a base runner here to start things off for Taylor Lemansky.
Left fielder, number 27, Taylor Lemansky.
Yeah, all of our spring season all of our high school season for the year is all wrapped up. Hard to believe. But we are finished up in the spring here this year. Oliver comes set, fires home, swing and a miss. Ball and a strike to the Merchants left fielder. And Rapids, still a relatively young organization per se. Going to be hit right back up the middle, off the glove of Oliver. He fields his position and throws over to Tyler Byer at first. Nearly backhanded that one. Would have turned the double play, but popped out of his mitt, able to get off the mound and throw out Lemansky at first for the first out. That'll bring up Ryan Hubacek.
Number 20, Ryan Hubacek.
John Kromenacher has done a tremendous job. Hosted a couple of WBA regionals 2 years ago, hosted one last year, and in the running to host one again in August. There's one to Ryan, and it's 0-1. Still waiting for that WBA state tournament to be held here. That would be a tremendous weekend. Was up in Marshfield a couple of years ago. Going to be hit hard past third and foul. It was during that COVID summer. It was in Spooner and it was up north. Spooner and somewhere else. And then I think the year after that, then it was in Marshfield. Been in River Falls. That was going to be off the end of the bat over to Searing at second. Steps and throws out Hubacek on the ground out. Nice job there by Ryan Hubacek and Ryan Searing. Hubacek to get a bat on the ball to move over Farmer. A nice play defensively by Ryan Searing. And there's 2 out now for Nick Barnes.
Number 25, Nick Barnes.
So we'll await the announcement not if, but when that comes. And Wisconsin Rapids hosting. Oh, and that one right in the back to Nick Barnes, hit by a pitch. Now there's going to be runners at the corners for Matt Witter. Right in the swall of the back of Barnes.
First baseman, number 16, Matt Witter.
And nice thing about here, I don't know if they would or not, you can't do it in Legion. I'm sure WBA might have different rules. You could play 2 games at the same time in a state tournament. High and in, 1-0 to Matt Witter. From head to toe, for all your orthopedic needs, place your trust in Wisconsin River Orthopedics. Learn more at WROinstitute.com. The 1-0. High and in again, 2-0. Everest trying to strike first here in the top of the first inning, just underway. Plenty of time, plenty of room for you down here at the Quadplex. Gorgeous Thursday night. Camden Oliver kicks and goes again, misses outside, 3-0. So 5-pitch walk, a couple of groundouts, and a hit by pitch. And Matt Witter ahead in the count, 3-0. Coleman Schilling on deck. Missed again. So second walk of the inning. Bases are going to be loaded for the Everest right fielder Coleman Schilling. Metalco in Wisconsin Rapids is one of North America's largest aluminum billet and slab producers. Come get to know Metalco and how their mission, visions, and values set them apart. Find your future job at Metalco and apply online at metalco.com. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. There's one in there for a strike. 0-1 to Coleman. Steve Maves, Braden Sutter here from the Quadplex tonight. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. 0-2. There are a couple of other games on the network. We'll bring those to you here in a moment. The 0-2. Oh, behind him and hit him. And Camden's going to bring in a run. Coleman will get the RBI on a hit by pitch, the second hit by pitch of the inning. Camden was ahead 0-2 and clipped Coleman Schilling, and Everest leads 1-0 on the hit by pitch.
The third baseman, number 9, Jackson Elby, who happens to be the cheese curd batter.
Jackson Elby at the plate with bases still loaded.
Cheesies are $3 the rest of the inning.
Jackson Elby at the plate, flies this one out of play, and it's 0-1. Cameron Zabel on deck. Last look, Amherst Stratford Legion. Amherst was up 5-0, now up 8-0 in the bottom of the third. Our only other Legion game is New London and Wapaka. Juniors must be going a little longer. Have not started there. The 0-1. Popped up, shallow right. Tommy Droner out there. Settles under it and makes the catch to his left. Everest scores once. They don't get a hit. They leave 3. We played a half an inning. It's 1-0 Merchants. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
All right, Wisconsin Rapids send up Brennan Huber, Tommy Droner, Peyton Nelson, followed by Camden Oliver, Tyler Byer, Nathan Kromenacher, Caden Sengbush, Dylan Cunningham, and Ryan Searing for the Red Hawks here tonight. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality you can trust. Longtime player manager Tom Fish on the mound for the Merchants. He'll be going up against a pretty potent offense here for the Red Hawks. Last couple games, 12-2 over Plover and 10-2 over Merrill. Brennan Huber, the left fielder, will lead things off for Wisconsin Rapids. First offering from Tom Fish, inside, misses, and it's 1-0. Brewers got a nice win today over the Cubbies, 8-7, before heading to the Twin Cities this weekend. Ground ball to short. Nice play by Zabel. Across and retires Brennan Huber on 2 pitches. 1 up and 1 down here for Tommy Droner. Yeah, they're heading to Minneapolis, take on the Twins this weekend. Going to be heading over to St. Paul tomorrow morning for a wedding on Saturday, and going to wrap up the weekend with a trip to Target Field. So that'll be a good time. See if the Brewers can get a couple of wins over the Twins. Droner just looks that one just a bit outside. Jackson Albee over there at third is well aware of what Tommy can do with the speed that the left-hander has. Doesn't square this time. Looks at a strike, evens it up. The powerful left-hander Peyton Nelson on deck. Tommy's got speed. Speed to waste. Drops a low and away, 2-1. Fish stands on the first base side of the rubber. 2-1 to Droner is in there again, 2-2. Fish back on it, 2-2. Count runs full now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls, 2 strikes to Droner. Tommy high chopper to second. That's Leby. Fumbles with it for a minute and retires Droner on the ground up. 2 up and 2 down now for Peyton Nelson, the center fielder. Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, and recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell in central Wisconsin, your agents are Brian and Evan Roosh at whitetailproperties.com. Outfield behind Tom Fish. Taylor Lemansky in left, Wade Farmer in center, and Coleman Schilling in right. Jackson Albee over there at third, and another chopper to Leby at second. Nice clean inning for Tom Fish after his offense got him a run. 3 up, 3 down here in the first. We've played 1 complete. It's Everest 1, Rapids nothing. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedSliver.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
There we go. All right, 8-9-1 here for Everest after they jumped out to a nice 1-0 lead here to start things against Wisconsin Rapids. Games coming up this weekend. I think we've only got one tomorrow. Seymour at Wapaka, Legion Baseball. And then on Sunday, Mike doesn't have it up there yet. The Tony Hayshakers will take on the Pittsville River Bandits on Sunday. Cameron Zabel at the dish. It's Camden Oliver. There's a strike. Oliver struggled in that first inning. A couple of walks, a couple of hit-by pitches. The second hit-by pitch to Coleman Schilling brought in a run. Nobody on, nobody out here in the top of the second. Inside corner and missed out of the glove of Cunningham as 1 ball and 2 strikes. You mentioned our statistics from this past fall or from this past school year that just wrapped up this morning. Go through those out today, and high and tight there is 2-2. Throughout the game tonight, we'll mention on the number of games that we did. Again, we can't do it without our sponsors, staff, school administrators, and of course, these student athletes during the high school year, and then the athletes here in the summer as well. Cameron Zabel fouled that one back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Camden Oliver, 21st pitch. Misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to the Everest Merchants shortstop. A couple of groundouts in that first inning, back to Oliver and then to Ryan Searing at second. Just missed a bit inside, not by much. A leadoff walk for the second inning. Bring up the pitcher, Tom Fish. Tom, a long-time Merchant. Tom's been playing for the Merchants as long as I've been with Zaleski Sports. Squares the bunt, fouls it off. Going into year number 6 here. July the 1st will be 6 years with Jason, and we continue strong and growing strong here on Zaleski Sports. The 0-1 scores again, fouls it off again, and Fish is behind 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Top of the order, Wade Farmer on deck. Zabel leads from first after the leadoff walk. Long pause. Pops it up. First base side. Tyler Byer, foul territory right in front of the coach's box over there. And there's one away for Wade Farmer in the top of the order. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Wade Farmer led the game off with a walk, scored on a hit by pitch. The first one drops a little bit low, and it's 1-0. Zabel leads from first. Not a large lead. There's a big swing by Wade, and he swung through it. He's trying to put it over the trees out beyond right field. That was a big, healthy cut from the center fielder. The 1-1. Fouled it into the mitt behind that one. It's 1-2. Good crowd on hand here tonight on this Thursday night in Wisconsin Rapids. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Low and away. I think the Rafters are down in Madison tonight. They lost one to the Mallards last night at home. The 2-2 to Farmer and nearly hit him. My goodness. Counter runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1-0 Everest here in the top of the second inning. The payoff back, fly ball to center. Backing up is Peyton Nelson, and the left-hander makes the catch for out number 2. 2 away now for Taylor Lemansky, who grounded back to Oliver back in the first inning. Zabel still stands at first base, now with 2 outs. Rapids, of course, having 4, 5, and 6 due up in the second. First offering to Lemansky drops low. Would it be hard to believe if I told you that, I think 8 weeks maybe? Just inside again. Let's see what we got here. Nine weeks from tonight. 2 months. 2 months from tonight will be our first Be our first high school football game. 9 weeks. Not too far away from now. Oliver fires home, hits it outside corner. Summer's going to go by very quickly this year, with the high school baseball and softball seasons ending a week later. Ground ball to Kromanacher at short, bobbles it. Everybody's going to be safe on the error. And runners at first and second now for Ryan Hubacek. I mean, Legion Regionals, just take a look at that here. Legion Regionals are at the end of August. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 weeks. 4 weeks of regular season Legion games. And then the regionals and then state. So Legion State is in 6 weeks. Legion Regionals, which will be held here at the Quadplex, are in 5 weeks. It's going to be a very, very quick summer. No balls and a strike to Hubacek. Line drive. Searing makes the catch at second base to end the second inning. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 2 left on. We played an inning and a half. Still 1-0 Everest. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Camden Oliver will lead things off here in the home half of the second inning. Glad you're joining us here on Zaleski Sports tonight. Steve Maves, Braden Sutter, just closing in here on 7:30 in central Wisconsin. Take a look here. There's some pretty cool tidbits coming out of the state baseball tournament today. We'll go through them here in just a moment. But, yeah, Kenosha or Lake Geneva Badger, the 8 seed, leads Muskego, the 7 seed, 4-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning in Appleton. Saw some the WIA put out last night. One of the assistant coaches for Lake Geneva Badger has been coaching for 63 years. It's Badger's first ever trip to state, and in 1959, this coach was the first player for Lake Geneva Badger to record a hit for the high school team, which in 1959 was the first year that Lake Geneva Badger had a baseball team, and this assistant coach had the first ever hit in program history for Lake Geneva. And bounced in there. Counter is full now to Camden Oliver. Other scores from today: Johnson Crick beat Pacelli 5-0. Kenosha St. Joe's beat Kewanee 3-2. New Berlin Eisenhower. That one just missed. A leadoff walk to Camden Oliver. Not by much there. First base runner for Wisconsin Rapids. New Berlin Eisenhower beat Seymour. And then, as mentioned, Badger is up on Muskego. And then girls soccer is going on as well down at Uline Sports Complex in Milwaukee. The first offering here to Tyler Byer is in for a strike. So one score already. Xavier out of Appleton beat Lake Country Lutheran 1-0. And then Washburn, who knocked off Assumption last week, is in a game against Ozaki Random Lake. There's a nasty breaker there from Tom Fish, and Byer is out in front, so and two. Those are the only games. Nope. Division I was this morning as well. Muskego and Madison West will be in the Division I state championship game. The 0-2 got him looking with the spinner, and there's one away with a backwards K for Fish. That'll bring up Nathan Kromenacher. How about this? It's very hard to go undefeated in anything. Muskego right now, Muskego in girls soccer is 20-0-2. So they've got two ties. Nathan Kromenacher at the play, looks at a ball inside. They'll take on Madison West, who beat Arrowhead. Arrowhead was 13-0-6. Madison West, they were tied 3-3 after a couple of overtimes. And in shootout fashion, there's a strike in there. Nope. 2 balls and no strikes. Madison West won in a shootout over Arrowhead, 6-5. Now the Division 4 games. 3 balls and no strikes to Kromenacher. Caden Sengbush on deck. 3 balls and no strikes to the Rapids shortstop. There's a strike in there. Camden Oliver stands at first base with 1 out. Tom Fish kicks and fires outside and missed again. Tom asking where that one's missing. Says not by much. That'll bring up Caden Sengbush. Caden, the third baseman, with 2 on and 1 out. Tom Fish comes set, fires home, and over the head of Sengbush, and it's 1-0. The 1-0. There's check swing. It's going to be grounded over to third off the knob of the bat. And Sengbush is going to be retired. Check swing down that third base line, and Jackson Elby made a nice, easy play.
That'll bring up the Red Hawks catcher, number
That'll bring up
15,
Dylan Cunningham with 2 in scoring position now and 2 outs. Tom Fish out of the windup now. Drops a little bit low, 1-0. Kicks and fires. Inside, just missed again, not by much. Tom stares in, fires back home. Hard hit ball, and it's fair down the left field line. That'll score 2. Oliver and Kromenacher will score, and Cunningham slides into second base with a 2 RBI double. Right over the head of Jackson Elby down the left field line it went. Kromenacher jogged in. Oliver scored with ease. And Rapids leads 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning.
Second baseman, number 8, Ryan Searing.
Popped up and out of play. The 0-1. One ball and one strike here to Ryan Searing. Inside corner and missed. 2 balls and a strike. The runner at second is Cunningham. The 2-1. Brennan Huber waiting on deck. ShedsDeliver.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. And get more information at ShedsDeliver.com. Grounded past third, and count runs full now to Ryan. 2 RBI double from Dylan Cunningham. As Rapids up 2-1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Fish fires home and drops low. Third walk of the inning for Tom Fish, and now there's runners at first and second for Brendan Huber, who grounded out to short to start the evening for Wisconsin Rapids. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com. Find an agent near you. 2 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Going to be hit hard to center field. Wade Farmer is right there, and that'll end the second inning. 2 runs on 1 hit, 3 walks, and 2 runners left on base. We've played 2 complete. It's 2-1 Wisconsin Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
All right, we go to the third. Caden Sengbush in on the mound for Wisconsin Rapids. A couple of other defensive changes we'll have for you. Just a straight three-person swap. Camden Oliver went to third. Tyler Byer went over to third. Camden Oliver went to first. And Nick Barnes gets hit by a pitch on the front knee for the second time.
Moving over to first, Camden Oliver.
And then Tyler Byer went from first to third. Everest with a base runner here in the third inning.
Number 16, Matt Witter.
That'll bring up Matt Witter. Squares the bunt, pulls it back, misses low, 1-0. Byer in at third, just a tad bit. Squares again, gets it down. Nicely done. Caden Sengbush will toss over to Oliver at first. The sacrifice bunt is successful by Matt Witter on the 1-3 putout, and that'll bring up Coleman Schilling, who drove in the run in the first inning on a hit by pitch.
Right fielder, number 12, Coleman Schilling.
That's what we get. And that one is a wild pitch, and Barnes will reach third on the wild pitch. Coleman Schilling ahead 1-0. Caden had a nice career here in Wisconsin Rapids as a Red Raider in high school and as well as a Ranger in Legion ball. The 1-0 misses outside, 2-0. Runner at third and one out here for Everest. See if they're live in Waupaca yet. I think they were waiting for their junior Legion. And Sengbush is behind 3-0. Amherst and Stratford, 10-0 Amherst in the bottom of the fifth. Amherst, a relatively new Legion team. Oh, there's a strike called on Schilling. And I still don't believe that they're just shaking hands. My goodness. So they're going to be getting a late start. There's a RBI base hit for Coleman Schilling. Got a strike called on him. And as they say, ball don't lie. And Coleman Schilling's got a couple of RBIs today for Everest. And we're tied up with Jackson Albee at the plate and one out.
That'll bring up the third baseman, number 9, Jackson Albee, who is the cheese curd batter. We get a strikeout. Cheese curds are $3 the rest of the inning.
Jackson Albee, a Wausau West graduate. Pretty gosh darn good career himself in high school as a Warrior. Runner at first and one out. Inside corner for a strike. We're even back up. Here in the third, tied at 2. Fires back outside. Caden's bringing the heat, just not the accuracy so far. Camden Oliver went 2 innings, gave up a run, walked 3, didn't get a strikeout. And the 2-1. Fly ball and out of play, evened it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Please return all foul balls to the beer stand or look for double O. Andy Reid.
2 balls, 2 strikes. I feel like we got some basketball going on tonight. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Albee goes down for the first strikeout of the night. That's the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. That's the first strikeout of the night for Wisconsin Rapids defensively.
Cameron Zybel.
Now Cameron Zabel, he walked back in the second inning. First one is in there for a strike. The Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. There's a check swing in there for a strike anyway, and it's 0-2. And Coleman Schilling pretty much walked to second base on that quote-unquote stolen base. No balls and 2 strikes here to Zabel. Game 6 of the NBA Finals in Indianapolis tonight. Wisconsin's very own Tyrese Halliburton. The 0-2. Got him looking. Back-to-back Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts here to end the third inning. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2.5. We're tied at 2. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Tommy Droner to lead things off here. He grounded out to second base his first time up. Looks at a ball in the outside corner. Fish delivers in there for a strike. Evens it up at a ball and a strike. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling. Place your comfort at home is our highest priority. Give them a call or find them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Fish out of the windup. Spinner stayed high, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. There's a high chopper. Tough play. Oh, nice take there by Tom Fish off the mound. Using his length to his advantage. And gets Tommy Droner to ground out. Now it'll be Peyton Nelson who grounded out to Alibi at second back in the first inning. For all your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get you back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. We are tied at 2 here in the bottom of the bottom of the third inning. It's been a long 2.5 innings so far, but cruising right along here. Tom Fish fires home. Fouls it at the plate, off of the hand of our home plate umpire, Cole Walters. And we'll do it again at 1 ball and 1 strike. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture. They've got sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Stop by and kick your feet up and find the perfect fit for your home. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue here in Wisconsin Rapids. as well as beautiful Post Road in Plover. 2-1 now to Peyton Nelson. Fish shakes a couple off, gets the third one he likes on the 2-1. 3 balls and a strike now. Camden Oliver, who walked back in the second inning, is on deck. Hard hit ball to first and foul. At this pace, we'll probably see a couple guys have 5 or 6 at-bats tonight. It'll be 9-1 and 2 for Everest in the fourth. Popped up out of play towards the JV softball field.
Please return the foul balls to the beer stand or double O.
3 balls and 2 strikes here to Peyton Nelson. And we're taking a look at that basketball game here. They're in commercial. From Indianapolis, Indiana. 3 balls and 2 strikes back to Peyton. Fly ball to center. Coming in is Wade Farmer. Shields the sun, makes the catch. And there's 2 away here in the third for Camden Oliver, who walked and scored back in the second inning. Appreciate everyone tuning in tonight. Mention that we will go through our game total numbers. Game numbers from this past school year as our school season wrapped up earlier this morning from Appleton.
The first baseman, number 25, Camden Oliver.
Oliver chops this one over to Leby at second. And a 1-2-3 inning for Tom Fish and the Merchants. 3 up, 3 down. We've played 3 complete. Still tied at 2. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball, presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
There you go.
There we go. He's rounding first. He's heading for second base. There's going to be a play. Oh, he aired it. Rounding second, heading for third. Nowhere to go, baby. He overthrew it. He's heading for home. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. He could go all the way. Good job, Aaron.
Probably get copyrighted for that, but that's all right. That's all right. We're having a good time. Tom Fish will lead things off here in the visitor half of the fourth inning, followed by Wade Farmer and Taylor Williams Plumbing and Heating is locally owned and operated right here in Wisconsin Rapids. Just past them actually today on the drive around for all your plumbing and heating needs. Why look anywhere else? Call Williams Plumbing and Heating or find them online at williamsplumbingwr.com. There's Joe DiMaggio. All right, let's see what we got here. Go through some fun statistic times here on Zaleski Sports. Math time here on a Thursday.
The fourth inning. And leading off for the fourth, and their half of it is the Everest pitcher.
Let's see. Total games here. There we go.
Tom Fish.
So, with our final baseball broadcast this morning, we ended the school year. Again, we may have missed, or not we, I, counting all these up, may have missed one or two here or there. I feel like it's probably pretty accurate. But 1,281 games this school year. Line drive into center field. Tom Fish has got a base hit. Number 9 hitter for Everest. So with that, we had 380 in the fall, 569 of them in the winter, and then 332 this spring. And spring is always tough. I mean, with rainouts and facilities and all that fun stuff.
The center fielder.
But, yeah, we can't thank you all enough for watching, our sponsors for helping us out, of course, our great staff, and then the student athletes that play, then the administration administrations that allow us to come into their schools and set up and bring the games to all of you. Yeah. That one misses high. 2-0 to Wade Farmer. They could very easily say no, so we are very thankful for all the fine athletic directors, school administrations around that we work with. The 2-0. Caden missed again, 3-0. So Rapids pitching so far has surrendered 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches, and only 2 hits. There's a strike. Three balls and a strike here to Wade Farmer. One of the first games I worked last year with Braden over in Pittsville against the Abbotsford Merchants. There's a strike.
That was my very first game.
Very first game?
That was my first game.
And it was went on a long tangent about some of the sports nicknames, mascot names. 3-2 here. Line drive to left. Brennan Huber is there, makes the catch for this first out of the inning. There's I don't know if it's a new team or just a new mascot, but in the Northwoods League that the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters play in, and the Wausau Woodchucks, formerly known as the Wisconsin Woodchucks. There's a new team called the Leprechauns. Yeah, pretty slick. I don't know if they're any good, but got the Leprechauns this year. And one of the teams that the Rafters just played out of Traverse City. Was that over by you?
Like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Northwest.
But I'm in the right state, so there's a strike. They're the Pit Spitters.
Yep.
So.
Cherries are huge.
Yeah. Traverse City Pit Spitters. They have a pretty sweet bus too. I mean, they have the Pit Spitters logo on the side of the bus. Pretty cool. The 0-2 here to Lemansky. Missed high. Yeah, I mean the Northwoods League has some good ones, of course, and then the Northwoods League softball season, that second year happening. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Wausau team, the Wausau Ignite, is one of the newer teams. Go through some of them here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Sengbush picks up his 3rd strikeout. Another Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Caden Sengbush. The Kalamazoo Growlers.
Designated hitter, number 20, Ryan Hubacek.
The Rockford Rivets. Traverse City Pit Spitters. Battle Creek Battle Jacks. The Kenosha Kingfish. And the Royal Oak Leprechauns. Where's Royal Oak? Is that in Michigan?
Yeah, down by Detroit.
Is it? Well, one of the newer teams, the Royal Oak Leprechauns, 10-14 this year. There's a swing and a miss from Hubacek. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then the Great Lakes West, that's the Great Lakes East. Great Lakes West is pretty much the Wisconsin Conference or division. The Madison Mallards, Wausau Woodchucks, Green Bay Rockers. Green Bay has changed their name like 3 or 4 times. Outside corner, good for a strike. One ball and 2 strikes. Green Bay Booyah was one of them. The Bullfrogs. The 1-2. Chopper to Byer at third. He backed up on it across and in time. Still a nice play by Tyler Byer as Everest goes no runs on a hit and 1 left. Played 3.5. We'll get into some more names here when we come back to Wisconsin Rapids. Watching Dairyland League Baseball, presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Tyler Byer will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th inning. Going back to some of those teams, the Madison Mallards, who are hosting Wisconsin Rapids tonight. 14-7 this year. Wausau Woodchucks, 15-8. Green Bay Booyah Bullfrogs Rockers are 13-9. Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, 12-11. Wisconsin Rapids Rafters are 7-15. Fly ball to left. Backing up on it is Lemansky, and he makes the catch for the first out. 1 away here in the 4th. And then the Lakeshore Chinooks at 7-17. Great Plains East, the Waterloo Bucks, a longtime team, the La Crosse Loggers, Thunder Bay Border Cats. The Duluth Huskies, another one of these teams that's been around a long, long time. The Eau Claire Express, the Rochester Honkers, St. Cloud Rocks. The Rocks is R-O-X. The Badlands Big Sticks. The Wilmer Stingers, the Mankato Moondogs, the Bismarck Larks, and the Minot Hot Tots. There you go. Those are all the Northwoods League's teams. They just keep on growing. The league has grown substantially the last number of years. And then the five softball teams, and just 4 last year. So good to see it keep on growing. The Madison Nightmares, the Minot Honeybees, the Mankato Habaneros, the Lacrosse Steam, and the Wausau Ignite. They got better names. A long run here for Wade Farmer. It's going to fall. Texas Leaguer base hit for Nathan Kromenacher. I think the softball teams have better names than the baseball teams. The Habaneros, yeah. Early season. There's a number of young ladies that play local players that play for that Wausau Ignite team. Hannah Trzynski, a Pacelli Cardinal alum. Marin Savageau, who played at Spash. Both of them are playing for the Ignite. Of course, redid the whole field up at Athletic Park to accommodate them. That was fouled at the plate by Caden Sengbush. Returfed the whole shish caboodle there up in Wausau. Just to accommodate so then they can remove the mound and have the softball pitching lane there. The 1-1 to Caden. The high strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dylan Cunningham on deck. We play here in the bottom of the 4th. Fly ball to center. Wade Farmer drifting over. Long run still going. And it one hops the wall. It goes over the wall. Nope, it's a ground rule double. Yeah, Cole Walters thought it was a home run. It's a ground rule double there for Caden Sengbush. One hops in front of Wade Farmer in center. That'll bring up Dylan Cunningham. He had a 2 RBI double his last time up.
The catcher, number 13, Dylan Cunningham.
Dylan Cunningham drove in a couple back in the 2nd inning. Infield plays in with 1 out. Fish kicks and fires. Inside corner and missed. Dylan, the catcher for the Red Hawks. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball past third and foul. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike. Fish kicks and fires. Breaker just missed a bit high, and it's 2-1. Fish comes back, and that one's going to be hit into left field. And they're going to send Sengbush. He trips around third, and he's going to walk back to third base. RBI base hit for Dylan Cunningham. He's got 3 RBIs today. Kromenacher scores easily. Sengbush tripped around third. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Ryan Hubachek out to have a conversation with his pitcher. Give us time to remind you that Key Savings Bank is banking made easy for personal banking and wealth management to mortgages, loans, and business banking. They've got locations in Wisconsin Rapids and Rome. You'll always have helpful, knowledgeable staff with a smile. Bank local with Key Savings Bank in Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids got the lead back here.
Number 8, Ryan Searing.
Runners at the corners and one out. And Sengbush is going to try and score. Throw home is not in time. Caden's going to score on the air. Put an error on Fish. And it's 4-2 Wisconsin Rapids. Searing at the plate with a runner at first. With only one out. Top of the order due up next for Wisconsin Rapids. Searing swings and misses. 2-1 to Ryan. He walked back in the second inning. Was left stranded. Offering home is good for a strike. Evens it up at 2-2. Just national anthem time right now in Waupaca. It's a later start than scheduled, but they're going to be getting underway in just a moment. The 2-2 popped up out of play. Remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think our other game tonight is probably over in Stratford. Sure is. Amherst 10-0 winners over Stratford. The 2-2 to Searing. Ground ball to short. To second. They get the out there. Nice play at shortstop by Cameron Zabel. And they retire Cunningham. Searing reached down the fielder's choice. 2 outs now for the top of the order and Brendan Huber. Huber 0 for 2 tonight. A ground out, a fly out. Third at bat for Brennan, and we are in the 4th inning. Well, I tell you, we would probably have some 4 or 5 at bat nights. Inside missed. 4-2 Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Searing leads from first. Offering there to Huber is good for a strike, and we're even at 1-1. Witter holding on, Searing just a little bit over there at first. Fish doesn't look at him. There's a ground ball to third. Oh, it stopped at third by Albee. Saved a couple, maybe saved an extra base hit. But a 2-out base hit there for Brennan Huber. A scorcher to third. And that'll bring up Tommy Droner, 0 for 2 today as well. A couple of ground outs. That was a nice play over there by Albee just to keep it in the infield. Droner flies this one to right center. Wade Farmer is over there. Tom Fish starts jogging off the field before he's caught. And that'll end the 4th inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. They leave 2. We've played 4. Rapids leads 4-2. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way.
So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Nick Barnes lead things off. He's been hit by a couple of pitches, scored a run. Tommy Droner, the new pitcher, pumps in a strike to start things off here. The 0-1 here from Tommy. Just a bit outside. Try the corner and missed. Didn't miss by much. 1-1 from Tommy. Ground ball up the middle. Nathan Kromnacher is there. Steps, throws, and retires Barnes for the first time tonight. 1 up and 1 down for Matt Witter. Walked and had a sacrifice bunt in his last at-bat. Tommy's got to take his sunglasses off. A restart here. Made a Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more at madeacustom.com. It's MADAcustom.com, and Camden Oliver with a diving stop, and Tommy Droner is there to cover. 3-1 put out. Nice play over there by Camden Oliver. And quickly 2 away for Coleman Schilling. He's got both RBIs for Everest tonight. Was hit by a pitch in the first and had an RBI single in the third. Out of the windup is Droner. Oh, high and tight. Look out there. It is warm out. A tad bit slippery. Nothing too egregious on Coleman. You've known Coleman for a while. Former DC Everest girls basketball coach. All around good fella. Missed high again to Droner, 2-0. Huh? Yeah. 2 balls and no strikes. Jackson Elby on deck. There's one in low and in. And Coleman Schilling walks on 4 pitches with 2 outs. It is the, lights just popped on here at the Quadplex. 4th walk issued by Rapids Pitching.
Okay, the third baseman, number 9, Jackson Elby, who's the G-skirt batter. If we get a strikeout, Jeezys are $3 the rest of the inning.
Popped up to right. Ryan Searing is over. A nice, easy inning for Tommy Droner to put the top of the fifth in the books. We played 4.5. It's 4-2 Rapids. You are watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
You have more chances. $10 for Sportsman's Pub. Take it? Nope. Nope, she's gonna try again.
Oh.
Strike two. Nope. Oh, strike three. Hey, but Donna's got one more chance.
Come on, Caleb.
We're going to have Nathan Kromenacher. He's your final hope there.
Uh-oh.
What do we got here? $25 graces.
Yeah, that's a good meal there.
Okay, she's taking it.
Oh,
congratulations, Donna.
Yeah. You got to sing?
Nathan.
Leading off for the Red Hawks in their half of the fifth inning, center fielder number 10, Peyton Nelson.
Peyton Nelson lead things off here in the home half of the fifth. Nelson 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out and a fly out. Tom Fish fires home and a deep fly ball to left. Going back on it is Lemansky, and that one is gone. And Peyton Nelson Peyton Nelson tattoos that one to left field for a solo home run here in the fifth. All-time leading home run hitter at UWSP. Put a charge into that one, and Rapids leads 5-2. I may have said Peyton Mansell, but Peyton Mansell can do the same thing. I mean, she can. Now Camden Oliver at the plate. Yeah, Mansell would have probably struck him out on 3 pitches. Oliver ahead 2-0. Katie Lecton and Gus Olson over in Wapaka. They're in the bottom of the first. Ground ball to right field. Camden Oliver's got his first hit. That'll bring up Tyler Byer, a strikeout and a flyout tonight. And we'll see what Ryan Hubachek has in mind. See if, nope. What are we doing here? Lemanchek's coming in from left field. Is Tom Fish done tonight? Yep, Tom's night is going to be done on the mound. They'll need a new left fielder. We get all that sorted out here When we come back, Taylor Lemansky will be the new pitcher for Everest, leading with Rapids leading 5-2. I think Tom's going to the outfield. We'll get it all sorted out when we come back. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
All right, some defensive changes here for Everest. Tom Fish will go to second. Taylor Lemansky will be the new pitcher. Coleman Schilling will move over to left field. And the new right fielder is Ryan Hubacek. So the DH, Tony Leby, is not going to be playing defensively anymore for the Merchants tonight. Keep an eye on all of that. Runner is at first for Tyler Byer. He'll be the first batter to face off with or against Taylor Lemansky.
Second baseman, number 23, Tyler Byer.
Oliver over at first with nobody out. First offering, bounces in there, wild pitch. Oliver will take second.
Some other changes for the Merchants. Moving to right field now is the number 20, Ryan Hubacek. And heading to left field, number 12, Coleman Schilling.
Runner at second now with nobody out. 1-0 count here to Tyler Byer. Lemansky fires home. Low and in the dirt again. 2-0. Runner at second. And no outs. The 2-0. There's one in there for a strike. Let Carrie Van Eart with State Farm be your go-to for all your insurance needs. Carrie and her staff are always there to help you understand your options and come away with the right coverage for you. It's Carrie Van Eart with State Farm here in Wisconsin Rapids. 3 balls and a strike here to Byer. The runner at second and nobody out. The 3-1. Fly ball to center. Wade Farmer over on it. And Oliver's going to try and tag, and he is going to be safe in there at third. Sacrifice fly will be given with 1 out now for Nathan Kromenacher. He's been on base a couple of times and scored a couple of runs. Whether you're catching a game or gaming with friends, Solaris Fiber Fast Internet gives you the edge. No buffering, no delays, just smooth, reliable service from a local company that you can trust. Get connected today at Solaris.net. Infield now plays in for Everest. Kromenacher looks at a strike. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Drops low. 1 ball and 1 strike. (5-2) Wisconsin Rapids. Looking for more here in the 5th. Pops this one up and out of play. Got it in on the hands. Did Lemansky.
Again, return all foul balls to the beer stand or to a guy who looks like Andy Reid.
No, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Nathan Kromenacher. Lemansky stares in a couple of times. And the 0-2. Inside corner and missed. Two. Ground ball to first. Bobbled there by Witter. They're going to get the out at first. And Oliver doesn't get back to, or doesn't try and score. He gets back to third. Nice play over there by Matt Witter to stay with it. And now there's a runner at third for Caden Sengbush.
Third baseman, number 12, Caden Sengbush.
Now Caden Sengbush had a double to deep center field his last time up. 1-0 here to Caden. Lemansky on the mound in relief of Tom Fish. And it's 2-0 now to Caden Sengbush. Gorgeous night here in central Wisconsin. Misses just a bit outside. 3-0 now to Sengbush. And the 3-0 in there for a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Wisconsin Rapids third baseman. Fly ball, first base side, not a play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lemansky does rubber and fires and drops low, and a 2-out walk there to Caden Sengbush. That'll bring up Dylan Cunningham. He's 2 for 2 tonight with a double and a single. Double and single and 3 RBI. Mike Wendland just informed me that both Division I and Division II state championship games tonight were both of them ended on walk-offs. So New Berlin Eisenhower walked off Seymour, and Muskego walked off Lake Geneva Badger. Crazy times. Kenosha St. Joe's just got past Kewanee today, and then the biggest, don't want to say blowout, but the biggest margin of victory today came in Johnson Crick's win over Pacelli. Two balls and no strikes here to Dylan Cunningham. Caden Sengbush, good speed, stands at first with 2 outs. Lemansky fires home. There's a strike to Dylan. Ryan Searing on deck. Surprised we haven't seen Caden take off yet here. Stays put, misses again. Just past 8:30 here in Central Wisconsin. We play in the bottom of the 5th. Ball game is right at an hour and a half, 90 minutes long. Down bounces in there, back-to-back walks with 2 outs. Bases are going to be loaded now for Ryan Searing. Bases are loaded. Tom Fish has a quick meeting. With Taylor Lemansky.
Number 8, Ryan Searing.
Searing's got the bases loaded. And a ball to Searing. Lemansky wanted it, just missed. Oliver at third, Sengbush at second, and Cunningham at first. The 1-0. Away, 2-0. Brennan Huber on deck. Lemansky comes set out of the stretch. Spiked it in there, and Oliver's not going to test it. But now Searing's ahead 3-0. And Ryan Hubacek in right field for Everest. That move was made when Tom Fish was taken out of or off the mound. And the 3-0. Right down 8th Street for a strike, 3-1. Now back out of the windup. The 3-1. Line drive foul. Everybody's going to have a head start here on the pitch from Lemansky. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th, bases loaded. Dylan Cunningham tells his guys to run. The 3-2 is missed high. Walking in a run, 3 straight walks here with 2 outs. And Searing will get an RBI the easy way. Got to bring up Brennan Huber. What'd I tell you? We're going to have a game now. Seems like we might have a game with 5 or 6 at-bats. This is Brennan's 4th at-bat, and we're in the 5th inning. First offering to Brennan. Way behind it, wanted it. Made a decision too late. Ground out, fly out, single. The 0-1. Behind it again. Chase the high heater, and it's 0-2. Big opportunity here for Lemansky to work out of it. Out of the windup for the righty. Shakes the first one off, gets the second one he likes on the 0-2. Now missed high, tried to get him to chase. Brennan held off. '83rd team pitch coming for Everest. Is that 150 pitches already combined? Outside. If my math is quick math, 83 and 67. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. 150 combined pitches. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back on the 2-2. Fly ball to right, playable, and Hubacek won't get there, and it's going to bounce out of play into the bullpen area. Bases remain loaded with 2 outs. Lemansky. Counter runs full again. Runners will have a head start again on the 3-2 pitch coming to Brennan Huber. Peyton Nelson started this inning with a solo home run to left. The 3-2. And walked him again. 4 straight walks, and Brennan draws There gets the RBI. Bases are going to be loaded for Tommy Droner, his ninth. He is the ninth batter of the inning. And Tom Fish is going to take the ball back. Now he's just looking around the field for a pitcher. And see what the decision will be here. It looks like Ryan Hubachek might come in to play first base, and Matt Witter will probably come in to throw. 7-2 Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the fifth. That is our change. We'll have that change when we come back. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now. Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Tommy Droner will be the first batter against Matt Witter. And the big lefty throws it in there for a strike. Bases full of Red Hawks. The ninth hitter of the inning here for Wisconsin Rapids. Bowen bounces away, not far enough for Cunningham. Droner tonight, ground out, a couple of ground outs and a fly out. Witter looks in, drops low, 2-1. So the inning started off with a home run from Peyton Nelson. Camden Oliver singled. Sacrifice fly by Tyler Byer, ground out, and then 4 straight walks with 2 outs. Ground ball over to short. Tough play. Droner's fast, and that's trouble. A collision at first base, and Droner's down at first base. He is hurt on the collision with Ryan Hubachek at first base. Droner is safe at first. And give Droner, give him a base hit. That was a knee to a leg. That was a collision at first base. Hubachek walking it off. Droner walking it off. 2 runs did score for Wisconsin Rapids. As Cameron Zabel over at short took a long time. Droner, one of the fastest kids on the team. Not kids, one of the fastest guys on the team. And that'll bring up Peyton Nelson. Now just looking over at Ryan Hubachek at first base, the first baseman. He's all right. He's ready to go. Peyton Nelson led this inning off with a home run. He's the 10th batter of the inning, 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids.
Center fielder, number 10, Peyton Nelson.
Droner at first. Offering to Nelson, hits the outside corner for a strike. Nelson comes set, or excuse me, Witter comes set to Nelson. High strike, 0-2. Long look in. Fly ball to right. Backing up is Lemansky. Then comes in and makes a catch to end the 5th inning. Rapids scores 5. They leave 2. We've played 5. Wisconsin Rapids 9, Everest 2. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
All right, Cameron Sabell, Tom Fish, Wade Farmer for the Merchants. We'll see how Tommy Droner does here with after that collision at first. Cameron tonight, a walk and a strikeout. 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids. And missed outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1. Drops low. That was high and wild.
Moving to second base, number 8, Ryan Searing.
Fouls it straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'm going to guess that's Garrett Huber out there. And moving to right field, number 14, Garrett Huber.
Yep, thumbs up, yep. The 3-2 coming back. Swings and fouls it back. So Nathan Kromenacher, Tyler Byer both out of the game now for Wisconsin Rapids. Droner stares into Cunningham. And the 3-2 again. Hard hit ball into left field, and Cameron Zabel leads the Merchants 6th inning off with a base hit. Got to bring up Tom Fish. Pop out and a single tonight for Tom.
Second baseman, number 55, Tom Fish.
Droner fires home. First offering. Fish flies this one to left. Brennan Huber makes that one. And there's one away for the top of the order, and Wade Farmer. Walk and a run scored in the first, and a couple of flyouts tonight for Wade.
Center fielder number 26, Wade Farmer.
Runner at first and one out. First offering from Droner is good for a strike. Halftime score in Indianapolis. Oh my goodness, look at that. Game 6, the Pacers 64 and the Thunder 42. On bounces in there. All right, well, that's a quick X on the good old Hulu Plus there. The 1-1. Even 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Everest center fielder. Just missed there. 2-2 now to Farmer. Zabel leads from first with 1 out. Just outside. Counter runs full now to Farmer. Three-two. Swung on and missed. Strikeout for Droner. That's the second out of the inning. That's another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. And there's 2 outs now for Taylor Lemansky. Taylor today, a ground out, reached on an error in the second and struck out.
Taylor Lemansky.
First offering, swung on a miss, big swing. Word from Katie Lecton at Lakeman Field tonight. And I just messaged Mike Winlet about it. Didn't really put 2 and 2 together, but Wapaka and Seymour Legion game for tomorrow has been canceled or postponed. Kind of just out of the blue, and then you remember that Seymour was just in a Division II state championship game this afternoon, so they weren't ready to play Legion tomorrow. Rightfully so. Seymour Thunder taking second in the state tournament. Congratulations to Seymour and all 8 teams that were that played here on Championship Saturday. What did I say? Saturday? Championships are usually on Saturday. Championship Thursday. The 10 softball teams last week. Soccer today as well down at the Uline Soccer Complex in Milwaukee. High and tight now to Lemansky. 3-1 to the right-handed hitter. See if we can get a score from the Castle Guards game. 3-1. And a 2-out walk. Runners now at first and second with 2 outs. See what we got here. Washburn and Ozaki Random Lake tied at 1. They're in the second period. Don't have a clock, but
First baseman, number 20, Ryan Hubacek.
now they're in the final 10 minutes of regulation. Now Ryan Hubacek with 2 on and 2 out. There's a strike. Droner fires home. Breaking ball drops low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sienna Sandor scored for Washburn. I think she may have been the one that scored against Assumption. Fly ball to Garrett Huber and right, and that'll end at the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We've played 6.5. It's 4-9-2. Goodness. 9-2 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsLiver.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Camden Oliver to lead things off here for Wisconsin Rapids, followed by Garrett Foth. Garrett will have his first plate appearance tonight for Wisconsin Rapids after Camden Oliver takes to the plate here in the 6th. It's 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids on 8 hits. Matt Witter on the mound. First offering from Matt. Misses just outside.
The 6th inning is the first baseman, number 25, Camden Oliver.
Offering from Witter, the 1-0. Outside, missed again, 2-0. Investor's Choice is Wisconsin Rapids' choice for financial investments. Understanding markets and helping you keep a well-rounded financial well-being is as simple as visiting Investor's Choice for a conversation. That's Investor's Choice of Wisconsin Rapids. The offering here to Oliver, in there for a strike. There's a strike. Got him looking. Backwards K. There's a strikeout for Oliver. Strikeout for Witter to Oliver, and that'll bring up Garrett Foth, the third baseman. Garrett's first plate appearance tonight for Wisconsin Rapids.
The third baseman, number 33, Garrett Foth.
Foth looks at a strike for Matt Witter, the big left-hander. The 0-1. High chopper to third or to short. Tough play from Zabel to first and retires Foth on the nice play from the shortstop Zabel. And there's 2 away now for Garrett Huber. Garrett's first plate appearance tonight. Score from Wapaka, 1-0 New London over Wapaka there at the top of the 4th. That's Legion baseball. There's a swing and a miss. Garrett behind it, 0-1. Looks like they'll be going to overtime as well in Milwaukee, the final soccer game of the day. Washburn and Ozaki. Oh, there's a line drive to left center field. Garrett Huber with a 2-out base hit. Now to bring up Caden Sengbush. Caden's grounded out, doubled, and walked. Scored a couple of runs. 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids here in the bottom of the 6th inning. In there for a strike to Caden.
Number 12, Caden Sengbush.
The 0-1. Missed inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 99th pitch coming as a team here for Everest on the next throw from Matt Witter. Just missed maybe a tad bit inside. There's a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Sengbush. Deuces are wild. In the bottom of the 6th, Garrett Huber from first. Matt Witter fires home the 2-2. And missed. The payoff coming back. Garrett Huber gets a head start. Sengbush fouls it back. They are going to overtime in Milwaukee. The Washburn Castle Guards and Ozaki Random Lake Division IV Girls State Soccer Semifinal. Have another shot at it here. Fouls it out of play. Ski's Meat Market in Stevens Point is the perfect place to find a huge selection of brats, beef, chicken, and more. Get your specialty grocery items, deli meats, and even bring in your wild game. Get all at Ski's Meat Market. Their quality is with the stop. 3-2 back, outside missed. Now's the time to get over to Ski's. Get there before the 4th of July rush. Get everything you need and get ready for it. 4th of July this year is on a Friday. That helps. Have a nice long weekend. Had to bring up Dylan Cunningham. He's been on base 3 times. He's driven in 3 runs and scored a run. And now's the time to get over to Ski's and get the meat that you need for the 4th of July. They have a tremendous, tremendous selection. That's the place to go. No doubt about it. There's a strike to Dylan. Everest started the game off with a run. They led 1-0 after the first inning. Rapids scored 2 in the second on a 2 RBI double from Dylan Cunningham. Fouls it back off of Barnes. 1-2 now to Cunningham. Everest responded with 1 in the 3rd. Then Rapids scored 2 in the bottom of the 4th and 5 in the bottom of the 5th, including batting around in that 5th inning. One ball and 2 strikes. The Rapids catcher, Witter, fires home. Swung on and missed. And Witter gets out of it. Here in the 6th, no runs on a hit. 2 left via the walk and the single. We've played 6 complete. 9-2, Wisconsin Rapids. You are watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale. We have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Nick Barnes lead things off here in the 7th for Everest. First offering is fouled straight back. Has nothing in one. So with no game tomorrow on Zaleski Sports, again, that we had Wapaka and Seymour scheduled for tomorrow, but Seymour played in a Division II state championship game today in baseball, so their Legion team will not be ready to play tomorrow, rightfully so. And Barnes is behind 0-2. So no games tomorrow, no games Saturday. We'll have one on Sunday in Pittsville. The Tony Hayes Shakers will be in Pittsville. Fly ball to left. Brendan Huber nearly overran it and is able to corral it for the first out. 1 up and 1 down now for Matt Witter, the pitcher. So Tony at Pittsville is going to be a scorcher for Joe Anderson and Ryan Rasmussen over there, but they'll be able to handle it. Joe's got the equipment to do it. First offering to Witter is off the handles. Sounded like he nearly shattered the bat, but off the handles nonetheless. Then a whole slate of games for you next week. Check them all out, ZaleskiSports.com. No balls and a strike here to Witter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Starting with this Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks team, they'll take on the Chaparrals in Marshfield on Monday at 7 o'clock. Stratford will be in Stevens Point for Legion Baseball at 8 o'clock, and then Ripon will be in Wapaka for Legion Baseball at 7:30. Couple of games for you on Tuesday. Quadruple header on Wednesday. Line drive to deep right center field, and that one's going to split the gaps. And Witter is in there with a 1-out single. Nice piece hit in there by the Everest pitcher. 1 on Thursday, 4 on Friday, and that is the start of the 2025 Ranger Invitational on Friday next week. We'll have Marshfield at Stevens Point, or Marshfield against Stevens Point here in Rapids on the south field behind us. Then the nightcap will be at Kaukauna and Wisconsin Rapids. Coleman Schilling bounces this one over to third and foul. Runner at first and 1 out. So a lot of games next weekend, part of that 2025 Ranger Invitational. The 0-1 misses away. We're at 195 combined pitches between these two teams here in the 7th. The 1-1. Fly ball to right. Over on it is Huber. Oh, he dropped it. Now the throw to second, and they're going to get Witter out there at second base. So Schilling will reach on the error, and Witter will be out on the unfortunate 9-6 putout. That'll bring up Jackson Elby.
Jackson Elby, who's the cheese curd batter.
Matt Witter just casually walking back to the dugout, big grin on his face. There's nothing he can do about that. That's a tough situation. First one from Droner drops low, 1-0. Runner at first is Schilling off the air, and then Witter was out on the putout. There's a spinner outside, 2-0. Offering to Albie is good for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned the big win for the Brew Crew today over the North Siders, taking down the Chicago Cubs. Misses to Albie. Brewers now 5.5 games behind the Cubbies. tied with the Cardinals. Popped up and out of play. Pirates still sticking around, 16.5 games out. I should say the Reds are. Pirates are not. The Reds at 6.5 games out. Pirates at 19.5. Was it, here we'll mention here in a second, was that Paul Skeens has an ERA of under like 1.2, and he's only got 3 or 4 wins in 19 starts. Because they can't score. The 3-2. Fly ball to left. Brennan Huber, long run, and his speedster able to corral it. For the third out of the inning. Time to get up and stretch here in Wisconsin Rapids. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 9-2 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedSliver.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Maida Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Maida Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at maidacustom.com.
All right, Ryan Searing to lay things off here for Wisconsin Rapids. At the bottom of the 7th.
Ryan Searing.
Matt Witter on the mound. 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids. Scored 5 in the 5th inning. Yeah. How many wins does he have?
He's 4-6.
Yeah, so Paul Skeens' ERA 1.78. He's 4-6 on the year. How many starts? 17? What did it say? 15 starts. Line drive to left and foul. Yeah, that's on.
If I'm not mistaken, his one complete game was a loss.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He's having a Cy Young year.
Yeah.
Minus his record.
1 ball and 2 strikes here to Searing. Fly ball and out of play. We got a score from Milwaukee. Do not for the girls Division IV state semifinal girls soccer. What else we got? So Mets and Phillies tied for first place, and then everybody else in the NL East. Mets and Phillies are at 45 and 30. Both of them are. And then the Braves 10 games behind at 34 and 39. Nationals 14, and the Marlins are 15 out.
And then that's Scooble's stats. Identical.
And Ryan Searing looks at a backwards K, and there's one away here in the 7th. You mentioned the NL Central already. The NL West, the Dodgers at 46 and 29, followed by the Giants at 42 and 33. Padres 6 out. Diamondbacks are 8.5 out. The Rockies are closing in on 20 wins after they couldn't get to a 10th win. They're 17 and 58. There you go, Rockies. They're 5 and 5 in the last 10 games. Little steps forward.
They hit 10 wins the same time the Tigers hit 40.
There's a swing and a miss by Huber, and it's 0-2. The AL East, we'll go through that here in a moment. very disappointing team on the bottom of the and the bottom of the AL East this year. The 0-2 missed a tad bit outside, 1-2. Yankees are at 43 and 31, and they're 4 and 6 in the last 10. The Rays still not really with a home field. They don't have a home field. Blown off by the Hurricane. That one missed outside. They're only 2 games behind the Yankees. Blue Jays are 3 back. Red Sox 5, and the Baltimore Orioles 31 and 42. 11 and a half games out of first place. Ground ball to third and foul. In the AL Central, the Tigers have a pretty comfortable lead in the AL Central right now, 48 and 27, the best record in baseball. 10 games ahead of the Guardians, 10 and a half ahead of the Twins, 11 ahead of the Royals, then the lowly White Sox. I bet you the Rockies catch the White Sox. Rockies had 17. The White Sox have 23.
White Sox are 1-9 in their last game,
It's going to be a battle for last place, I think. Or 29th place, yeah. And the Astros are 5.5 up on the Mariners, 7 up on the Angels, 7.5 up on the Rangers, and 14 up on the Athletics. The 2-2. Pop up, foul territory, sliding, and he caught it. Ryan Hubacek with a web gem. And there's 2 away. Got to bring up Tommy Droner here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I mentioned Florida Panthers already Stanley Cup champions. And the Pacers are dismantling the Thunder tonight, 70-42 in the third quarter. Drops low. Game 7 will, of course, then take place in Oklahoma City on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Ground ball, Witter drops it. Throw to first, not in time. Oh, they got him, and Troner comes hobbling again. So 1-1-3 put out, and the 7th. We've played 7 complete. Still 9-2 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
All right, Cameron Zabel will lead things off here for Everest in the 8th inning against Peyton Nelson. First one there from Peyton misses low, and it's 1-0. They're heading into the second overtime in Milwaukee. Ozaki Random Lake and Washburn girls soccer. Again, there's no sudden death. There's no sudden end goal in soccer. You play 2 10-minute overtimes no matter what. And then if it's still tied, then you go to shootout. That's what happened with Madison West and Hortonville today. And Madison West knocked off Hortonville in PKs 6-5. And the 1-2. Fouls into the mitts, and there's a strikeout for Peyton Nelson, and there's one away. Another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. And there's one out here in the 8th for Tom Fish. For the Merchants.
Second baseman, number 55, Tom Fish.
What did I say? The magic number, 5 at bats. That's what that's what Brendan Huber had today. I said between 4 and 6, and when Brendan had 4 at bats in the first 5 innings. There's a pop up, straight back. Look out here! Oh, and 0-1 here to Fish on the foul, straight back. Ground ball into the Rapids dugout, 0-2. My goodness. So I don't know a whole lot about soccer, but I know if you take more shots than the other team, you usually have a good shot at winning. There's a foul straight back. Ozaki Random Lake, the co-op, is out shooting Washburn 20-3. In soccer. Ozaki has 12 shots on goal. Washburn's got 1. Fly ball to center coming in. Huber diving catch is made. And there's 2 away.
What a catch by the center fielder, Brennan Huber. Like AT&T, it's all within your reach.
And then the goalkeeper, Laney Paulson for Washburn's got 11 saves. Ozaki Random Lake, they do have 9 penalties, which is, I think, hard to do in soccer. But in every category, they are out playing Washburn. Ozaki Random Lake's even got a yellow card in the game. That one misses high for a ball, evens it up at a ball and a strike. So all things point to an Ozaki Random Lake win, but Washburn is sticking right with them. The Castle Guards from Lake Superior. There's a swing and a miss. The furthest traveled team to the state tournament this year. And the 1-2. Fly ball out of play. Washburn, Wisconsin to Milwaukee. 6 hours. All the way up on the shores of Lake Superior. That's as far away as you can get. The 1-2. Drops it low and away. If you take transport or transit, multiple buses, you can get there in 12.5 hours. But a straight shot, 6. There's a knuckler to second to end the 8th inning. 3 up, 3 down. We play 7.5. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Still 9-2 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball presented by ShedsDeliver.com.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
First offering to Peyton Nelson is a strike, and it's 0-1. Another shot on goal for Ozaki Random Lake. It's be interesting to see how many they're able to tally up before the PKs. Lainey Paulson's going to be she's going to be well versed in stopping them. There's a swing and a miss by Peyton. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rapids back in action on Monday as they head up to Marshfield, Jack Hackman Field. Take on the Chaparrals. Chopper to third, into the hole at short, across, and an infield base hit for Peyton Nelson. If we can find you Everest's upcoming schedule. They do a tremendous job on their social media.
25, Camden Oliver.
So today is the 19th. They will host Rhinelander on the 21st. Is that Saturday? So they'll host Rhinelander on Saturday. And back-to-backs with Marshfield on the 27th and 29th. They'll face off with Wisconsin Rapids again on July 16th. And then we'll be back here at the end of July. Not likely to bring you that game at the end of July because that is Legion State tournament time. A swing and a miss from Camden Oliver. Peyton Nelson took second on the previous pitch. The 1-1. It's going to be hit to right center field. And making the catch, Peyton Nelson's going to tag, double clutch, throw to third is on the mark, but just a bit late. A nice throw out there from Wade Farmer in center field. There's one away now for Garrett Foth. Garrett Foth, pardon me. $16U Legion tournament here this weekend. 16U Legion tournament here this weekend. Come out and enjoy it. There's a swing and a miss. Oh, maybe you left early. Yeah. Missed inside, so Peyton Nelson left second base early is what the call was. So there's 2 outs. 2 balls and a strike here to Garrett. Line drive up the middle. There's a nice hit there by Garrett. With 2 outs here in the 8th. That'll bring up Garrett Huber, who singled his last time up. Two outs now for Wisconsin Rapids and Garrett Huber.
Number 14, Garrett Huber.
There's a strike to Garrett. They just keep on, shooting it at Laney Paulson from Washburn. 23 shots on goal, or 23 shots, 14 on goal. Fouled out of play. One ball, or no balls and 2 strikes. We've only got a couple of minutes left before their PKs. Those are always heart racing. Foul straight back. Caden Sengbush on deck will retrieve it. Appreciate everyone tuning in here today on Zaleski Sports. We'll have a Key Savings Bank postgame show once our game wraps up here. There's a swing and a miss, and that'll end the 8th inning. No runs, 2 hits, 1 left. We've played 8 complete. It's 9-2 Rapids. You're watching Dairyland League Baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by ShedsLiver.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Taylor Lomansky to lead things off here in the 9th. We're at 2.5 hours. First pitch tonight was at 7:02. We are at 9:32 here in Wisconsin Rapids. Team manager Braden Sutter has 2-0 now to Lomansky. Getting an abbreviated Key Savings Bank post-game show here tonight. Fouled into the screen. We'll have one for you to wrap things up after a nice 3 days here at the Quadplex. I had a good game on Tuesday. Rained out last night. Rained out, lightninged out. And a good win here tonight for Wisconsin Rapids. They're able to hang on. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Lomansky. Nelson, the lefty, fires home, and a line drive to left, and a leadoff base hit for Lomansky here in the 9th. Nice piece hitting there by Taylor. That'll bring up Ryan Hubacek, the first baseman.
20, Ryan Hubacek.
Ground out, pop out, fly out. They're going to PKs in Milwaukee. There's a strike. Second time today. They'll have penalty kicks to determine a state semifinal winner. The 0-1. Popped up on the infield. Nelson will take it in foul territory to retire Hubacek for the first out. That'll bring up Nick Barnes. He's been hit by a couple of pitches today. A ground out and a fly out. 5th at bat today for Nick.
The catcher, number 25, Nick Barnes.
Pretty evened up on the pitch count. Now it's going to be a hit into the dark night sky and into the varsity softball field to our right. And it's 0-1 here to Nick Barnes. The 0-1. Inside corner and missed. Barnes stayed put. He wasn't moving. Nelson back on the 1-1. Blew it past him, popped the mitt. And it's 1-2. Bringing the heat. Peyton had a career game up at Simon Field last year when these two teams played. Don't remember all the exact numbers, but a lot of strikeouts. Evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And a wild one there from Peyton. Count runs full to the Everest catcher, Nick Barnes. Total pitch count, pretty even, 123 to 113. May have missed a couple here or there. The payoff, swung on a miss. There's another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. There's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up the pitcher, Matt Witter, who singled his last time up to right center field.
The pitcher, number 16, Matt Witter.
Matt's pitched well in relief tonight for Everest, the big left-handed pitcher. Behind the fastball from Nelson, and it's 0-1. Nelson back in the 0-1, inside corner, nearly clipped Witter. It's 1-1. Lemansky stays dancing over there at first base. Having a little fun. It's what you need to do on the ball field. The 1-1 hits the outside corner, and Everest down to their final strike here in this one. Get more baseball for you on Sunday from Pittsville. Mention that here in just a moment. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Pulled a string on him. And a Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout will end our ball game here tonight with a 9-2 win for the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks. We'll be back with our Key Savings Bank post-game show. You'll feel right at home from the moment you walk through the door at Key Savings Bank. Enjoy all the perks of working with your local community bank and experience it for yourself by stopping in or online at keysavingsbank.com.
We have something that we're trying to create at Key Savings Bank called Outward Energy. We don't just want to have the doors open, our members walk through. We want to be where they are. We go to meet them, we participate in their events. We think that's vitally important for us to show that Key Savings Bank is a part of the communities that we're in.
We received a very positive reaction from our community. On average, we had 250 to 300 kids alone that entered our building for the Halloween party. That didn't include the adults, grandparents, parents that brought the children. It's wonderful to be out in our community grocery shopping with my Key Savings Bank apparel, and families walk up to me and say, "Hey, I attended your Halloween party."
So about a month ago, I was approached by Sheriff Becker of Wood County Sheriff's Department, and he asked me if we'd want to participate in the Back the Badge bench press meet. So Key Savings Bank sponsored, had a $500 sponsorship to that, and I myself participated in that. And it was a really great experience. There was about 40 different people that participated throughout Wood County and actually the state. So with the Sheriff's Department obviously doing so much for us and throughout the community, it was just our way of giving back.
And now when I tell my friends and family what I'm doing or what I do every day or what involvements I'm doing, like, oh, that's the bank that offered the Halloween party. That's the bank that does the Christmas party. That's the bank that sponsors these golf events. So our awareness alone has just become amazing in the last year.
Key Savings Bank participates in a lot of these events. We love to do it. We love to know the community and the other businesses within the community. It's rewarding to see smiling faces. The kids event, when you bring them pizza, there's not just one winner, there's multiple winners. Cheese pizza is one of the coolest things that these kids love. And just seeing the smiling faces is outstanding. Probably the funnest event that we do is what you see behind me here is our coloring contest for local kids. It's a fun event. We do a lot of fun stuff with it on our Facebook page. The voting goes nuts because it's the community that votes for it. And at the end, there's a lot of participation. So that's the best event.
We had Thursday grill outs. We did that. We were raising money for the Rome Canine Division. We set up in mid-June to have grill outs each and every Thursday all the way through till the middle of August.
Numerous amount of golf outings where we raise money specifically for that event through our whole sponsorships and games that we play.
My employees right now are all very active in participating in literally hundreds of events over the last 2 years that make Key Savings Bank a part of this community. We think that's very important.
All right, welcome back to the Wisconsin Rapids Area Sports Quadplex. It's a 9-2 winner here tonight for Wisconsin Rapids over the Everest Merchants in Dairyland League Baseball on Zaleski Sports. Wisconsin Rapids scored 2 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 5 in the fifth, and that was it. That's all they needed. Behind the pitching of Camden Oliver, Tommy Droner, and Peyton Nelson for the and Caden Sengbush for the Wisconsin Rapids Redhawks here tonight. Their next game is on Monday against the Marshfield Chaparrals. That game will be on Zaleski Sports at 7:15, I believe. 7:15 first pitch from Jack Hackman Field. Everest will be back in action on Saturday as they host the River Monsters from Rhinelander. Again, one more game for you this week. Technically, it's next week on a Sunday, but it'll be the Pittsville River Bandits and the Tony Hayes Shakers, 1:30 p.m. first pitch from the pit in Pittsville. Joe Anderson, Ryan Rasmussen will have that game for you on Sunday. For Braden Sutter, this is Steve Mabe signing off from the Quadplex here in Wisconsin Rapids. Once again, the final score, 9-2 Wisconsin Rapids. We'll have more baseball for you next week here on Zaleski Sports. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. It's supposed to be a scorcher this weekend. And we will talk to you again next week here on Zaleski Sports. Good night, everyone.